Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the Living Room with Sarah talk show today. How are you doing? I'm so happy to be here. And yes, we are going to be having another time of keeping it real on the show today. I'm still speaking to my younger friends. So if you are aged between 18 and 25, this is for you. This is for you. And I've treated two topics already, two questions really. I have some questions being sent in, and I want you to know that you can still send in your questions, and they're going to be answered truthfully. No airs about it. We tell it the way it is, truthfully. So the question I'm treating today is, how do you move on without hating them? How to move on without hating them. I have 8 questions. I've answered 2. Another one came, so there are 9. So out of 9, I've answered. This will be the third one I'm answering now. So there are still 6 more. And if you have a question and you are aged between 18 and 25, send them my way. And if you are older than that or younger than that, we have room for you also. So feel free to send in your questions about relationship. I I'm going to be telling you the way it is. Okay, so how do you move on without hating them? It's tough, especially when you have really invested into the relationship and for some reason the relationship is no more, and not because you didn't try. When it looks as if the love you have showed, the love you have given, your time, your money, your pieces of advice, your presence, and I hope your body is not even there because that's another one. If you're giving your body, let me tell you this. I had a boyfriend earlier, several years ago before I met the Lord. And you know what this guy was doing? I was born a Muslim, okay? And this guy was born a Christian, and he was a Christian, so he said. And then I became a young convert, and this guy was giving me a scripture where Apostle Paul was saying that if you behave uncomely towards your virgin, do what you want to do, you have not sinned, marry. And this guy gave me an interpretation. It means that if you see that, you are having feelings with somebody that you're dating, and the thing, is so much you can't control it, you have not sinned. Go ahead, have sex with them. After all, you are going to marry them. Even when he was telling me that, I just knew that wasn't right. I just knew that wasn't right. But chanced me. So I hope you have not been chanced. And if you had been chanced, I know that would make it more painful. So I just want to tell it the way it is. It is tough. It is tough. But you know one thing, hatred is an emotion. It could be negative, it could be positive. In this circumstance, it's definitely negative. You just hate everything that represents him or her. And, but like all negative emotions, they harm the body, they harm the soul, they poison the soul, and eventually they affects the body. So you are drinking poison or you are holding poison in a cup, and you're like, okay, I'm going to drink this poison, but I don't want to die. Yeah, that's how it is. So you don't want to hold on to the negative emotion, although it is there and it is valid, it's legitimate because, they've done you bad. They've done you shaggy. That's the panels that we use in Nigeria. However, how do you move on without hating them? That means you have realized or recognized that hating them is not going to help you anyway. So you don't even want to hate them. You really wish you could. And that's what you're feeling like, but you don't want to hold on to that negative emotion. Beautiful. That's the first thing. Why don't you want to hate them? Because it's going to affect you. And I'm not going to just tell you, love your neighbor, pray for them that despitefully use you. We are coming to that, but that's not even the first thing. As an existential well-being counselor, I am very particular about your well-being. So it's first of all, or first and foremost, about your well-being. You don't want to do anything with hate. No, you don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to. So say to yourself, I cannot afford to hate anyone. If you love yourself, you will not. So, how to move forward without hating them is continue to remind yourself that hating them is not an option that you want to choose. Hating them is not an option that you have to choose in your own interest. That's number one. Number two, see, when you have a heartbreak, it looks like, the end of life has come. My life has come to an end. But it's not true. The first heartbreak I had in my life, I wept and wept and wept. I felt like, no, this is it for me. I'm never going to try this thing again. And I didn't even want to before. But I'm telling you, after that, I still did. Got married, had kids. So it will happen. It will be as if, the end has come, but the end has not yet come. As long as you are still living, to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope. So as long as you're still alive, there is hope. Your end has not come, even though it looks like. And so allow the emotions. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like talking, find someone you can talk to. If you need a listening ear, and you can reach out to us on livingrealwithsarah.com. We take listening sessions. Sometimes people just want to vent. And it's good. You don't bottle those things in there. Some people cannot talk to their parents. They can't talk to their friends. They don't have siblings they can talk to. I know it happens. So if you don't have anyone you can talk to that you can be vulnerable with, reach out to us. We have a team of people that we can, dispatch to help out. So vent. Whatever you feel like doing that's not harmful to you or to anyone, do it. Go and watch a movie. Take a new hobby. Start playing basketball. Learn to swim. Go to, just do something to distract you. Something to vent. That's what some people you see them going to learn to box. They're just boxing. And they're releasing the emotion, and it's good. But you have to be proactive about it. One, you have chosen that's not the way to go. Two, vent, vent, vent. It helps. Vent. Don't go and run into another man's arms or into another woman's arms. That one, it's just going to be like you left the wound. You left one wound, and then you're just trying to ignore the wound. You're not treating it. It's not healing up. But you're just trying to have temporary distraction. See, that wound will still be there. And the thing is, to not be eating deep and getting worse. So what you want to do is consciously get healing. So number two, vent. Whatever you need to do. I met someone, she told me that when she's overwhelmed or when she's really having negative emotions, she just goes shopping. And when you live abroad, you can buy some stuff. She said she just goes shopping, buy this one, and carries everything to her house. And then, or sometimes shop online, shop, on Amazon or something. Then when all those things come, by that time the things come, she has released the negative emotions already. She will now return those things. She will return them because she can return. She will not even touch them. She will just return, and then they will refund her money. So there are ways to vent. Venting is very legit. Oh, very legitimate. Vent. Some people will cry, and it's okay to cry, relieve, the pain, but don't do that in excess. It affects your eyes. It affects your health, your body. Your head starts aching, and all of those things. So don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Do it in moderation. Okay, that's number two. Now, number three. Now you have done the part that you can do. And I know people are always like, I want closure. I want closure. Well, if you can get closure, fine. If they really tell you what it is, because some they will still lie. They will still lie to you that this is the reason the relationship, didn't go as promised or something. So if you want the closure and you're able to get it, fine, if that works for you. However, the one that really works, the baba of all of these things is for you to go to God. If you are a believer, and if you're not a believer, it's a very good time to find your way to God. God is very close to the brokenhearted, the ones whose hearts have been broken. God identifies with them. Imagine Jesus had 12 disciples, that he was with them all of the time. He was teaching them, feeding them, taking care of them, spending time with them, and all of those things that he was doing. And one of them betrayed him for how much? Just 30 pieces of silver. So tell him about heartbreak. He understands the kiss of death that Judas gave him to betray him. So he knows what it means to be heartbroken, to be disappointed, to feel used and abandoned. So you go to him. After having done all you can do, let God do for you the one you cannot do. So talk to God about it. Pour it out, how you feel, everything, and all of those things. And then ask him to help you. Ask him to heal you. And then talk to him, telling this person has hurt me. But because I want to be fine, and I know you want me to forgive the person, help me to forgive. Even if it makes you cry, forgive them. Forgive them. Say it out, I forgive you. Mention their name, I forgive you in the name of Jesus. Then keep talking to God. Keep talking to God. If you need a counselor, reach out to a counselor. And, don't hide those things. Don't bottle it up. And before you know it, you will be fine. And supernaturally, God helps you to heal. Okay, so things will happen to you that you did not orchestrate. Maybe, maybe not. But one thing is certain, as far as the healing is concerned, as far as not holding on to negative emotions are concerned, you have a role to play. Okay. And like I said, if you need counseling, reach out, livingrealwithsarah.com. That's our website. And you can send me an email on livingrealwithsarah@gmail.com.